hard point.
Setting up. Flash them towards me.
Altering combat parameters.
Capture the objectives. Hard point identified. Hard point is ours.
They're gone.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Reaper neutralized.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint is ours. Friendly UAV inbound.
Care package awaiting order.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Deploy a UAV.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Hostiles have destroyed your UAV.
Friendly care package incoming. Friendly hard sentry deployed. Friendly care package incoming.
Bad luck, Sumi. Lightning strike on standby.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours.
Lightning strike authorization nomad.
Spotted.
Acknowledged, Animal 1-1.
Rolling Thunder deployed.
Fire.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostile care package overhead.
Gotta back up.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile Hellstorm inbound.
Care package awaiting order. Hostiles have destroyed your UAV.
Hardpoint lost.
Satcom, resupply anytime now.
Hardpoint locked down.
Package delivered.
Nomad, requesting Hellstorm missile.
Start the Hellstorm strike.
Insurgent.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
Neutralized.
Ruin down.
Nomad.
UAV inbound.
Nomad killed.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours.
Active located. Infantry down.
Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile care package overhead.
Fire break.
Be advised, hostile rolling thunder inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV spotted. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile Hellstorm inbound. Hardpoint locked down.
Waste.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Incoming turbo! Lightning strike coordinates received. Inbound. inbound.
Roll my base.
UAV inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above.
Still.
Guardian deployed. Hardpoint locked down. We're winning this fight. Hardpoint contested.
Tango down.
Hardpoint contested.
No man down.
UAV inbound. Friendly care package incoming.
EKIA.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Friendly counter UAV inbound.
Tango down.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV spotted.
Firebreak neutralized. Spectre KIA.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hostile Hellstorm inbound. Black Ops at work.
Corpses
It's a
will never
beautiful
be
thing.
Enemy combatant. Reaper down.
You've seen my work. It speaks for itself.
First in the fray.
Hardpoint.
Anticipation. Scanning for hostiles.
Secure the objectives. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down.
Hostile.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile UAV above.
Threat neutral. EKIA.
Hardpoint contested.
She's gone.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down.
Threat neutralized. Target down.
Friendly lightning strike inbound. Hardpoint contested. UAV inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Lightning strike coordinates received. Inbound. Friendly Cerberus inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile Hellstorm inbound. Hostile lightning strike targeting active. Hardpoint locked down. Be advised, hostile lightning strike. Hard point contested. Hard point identified. Hostiles
Threat
have the hard point.
neutralized.
Liquidated. Inbound thermal. Outrider down.
Hard point is ours. Hard point lost.
Batteries down.
Hard point locked down. Hard point identified. Hard point is ours. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Threat neutralized.
Hard point contested.
Threat down.
Be advised, hostile hardened sentry spotted. Hostile RAPS deploy ship overhead. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hostile UAV spotted. Hard point contested. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours.
Outrider KI.
Hard point identified. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hostile tallow detected. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Incoming.
Hard point locked down. Hard point lost.
Spectre kill.
Hard point is ours. Hard point lost.
Enemy down.
Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down.
Spectre.
Hard point lost. No medals for second place. Crush them. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. Hostile UAV spotted.
Got it back up.
Outrider down.
Be advised, hostile hardened sentry spotted. Hard point contested.
Smoke check.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Care package awaiting orders.
UAV MTO 50% check. Supplies drone.
Start out.
Negative effect. UAV power levels 5% RTB.
Hostile down. Threat neutralized. Smoke them.
Hardened sentry ready for deployment.
Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming.
Hardened sentry.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Be advised. Hostile counter UAV is online. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV spotted. Hostile hater detected. Be advised. Hostile health source inbound. We're out of time. Don't hold back. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile health source overhead. Hardpoint lost. Be advised. Hostile lightning strike targeting active. Be advised. Hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint locked down. Be advised. Hostile lightning strike inbound. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Be advised. Hostile hardened sentry spotted. Hardpoint lost. Hostile talent inbound. You made the entire CDP proud.
Headed to exfil. Drinks are on me. Sentry gun!
Full metal everything.
hard point.
Locate the enemy, close and destroy.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Secure the objectives. Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point.
Tango, down.
Incoming frag!
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Down.
UAV inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. UAV above.
Check.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Outrider down.
Battery. KIA. Grenade! Move! Move! Incoming frag!
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above.
Demo.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile hardened sentry spotted. Hostile racks deployed ship overhead.
Enemy down.
Hostile UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile hardened sentry for AO. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hostile tower inbound. Hardpoint identified. Be advised, hostile hellstorm inbound. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostile UAV above.
Battery down.
It's slipping away from us. Pull it back.
Threat neutralized.
Advised,
Should've stayed
hostile
put,
UAV
man.
incoming. Hardpoint is ours.
Shot out.
Care package on standby. UAV awaiting orders.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is
Get
ours.
eyes on.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Sensors are capture your objective.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostile RAPS deploy ship overhead. Hardpoint contested. Hostile hellstorm overhead. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
UAV priority request received. Rerouting.
Lightning strike awaiting
Friendly
orders.
UAV inbound.
Lightning strike.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost.
EKIA.
EKIA.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Friendly HCXD deployed. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Insignia.
Battle evaded.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Smoke him.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile hardened sentry in your AO.
Reporting hostile sentry.
Take out that sentry.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours.
Taking fire. Hostile.
Outrider kill.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Mission failed. New assignments incoming.
They kicked our asses.
You've seen my work. It speaks for itself.
Hardpoint.
I'll call them, you brought them.
Sounds like a good time.
Capture the objective. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Battery KIA.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Hostile down.
They're gone.
Asset destroyed.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint locked down. Hostile UAV above. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hostile UAV spotted. Hardpoint is ours.
Overwatch down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down.
Asset destroyed.
Kill their Overwatch.
Hardpoint is ours. advised. Hostile HCXD spotted. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified.
That's a kill.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Shot out. Deploy UAV.
Establish perimeter.
Got it right.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down.
Batteries down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Hostile UAV above. Be advised. Hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Be advised. Hostile hardened sentry spotted.
Outrider news.
Be advised. Hostile talent detected. Hostile UAV spotted. UAV inbound.
Sentry gun. Clean kill. Battle ready.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Taking Talon fire.
Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hostile counter UAV above. Radar is down. Hardpoint lost. Hostile care package overhead.
Granada!
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above.
Grenade!
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint is ours.
Grenade!
Be advised. Hostile hardened sentry spotted. Hardpoint identified. UAV inbound. Hardpoint locked down.
Incoming RPG! Target down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Pile down.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. UAV inbound.
Scout. KIA.
Hardpoint is ours.
Kill.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Friendly counter UAV inbound. Care package inbound.
Battle baby.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Friendly hardened sentry deployed. Hardpoint locked down. We're being served, Black Ops. Pick up your game. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. UAV inbound. Hardpoint lost. Care package inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint contested.
Incoming RPG! Overwatch down.
Friendly lightning strike inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Battle. KIA.
Be advised, hostile counter UAV is online. We're in the last seconds. Bring this home. Be advised, hostile care package overhead.
Scout.
Hardpoint is ours. Hostile UAV spotted.
Granada!
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile rolling thunder inbound. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested.
Enforcer slain.
Hardpoint lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardened sentry deployed.
Artillery destroyed.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. UAV inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Another win for the Accord. RTB.
Perfect outcome.
You've seen my work. It speaks for itself.
All systems check out.
Hard point.
Ready to deploy downrange.
Capture the objective. Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down.
Enemy down.
Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hostile UAV spotted. Hard point identified.
Grenade!
Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested.
Ruin wasted. Shut out.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hard point contested. UAV inbound. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point is ours.
Hostile.
Hard point identified.
Battery drained.
Hostiles have the hard point. Hostile hardened sentry in your AO.
Battery AIA.
Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. UAV inbound. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hard point lost. Hostile rapid deploy ship overhead. Hostile UAV spotted. UAV inbound. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point is ours.
Raps incoming.
Hard point contested. Hardpoint lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above. Be advised, multiple hostile UAVs overhead. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Boomer, that.
Tempest discharge ready.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint contested. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint contested.
Single shooter.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost.
Drop.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost.
Infantry down.
Hostile UAV spotted.
Right down.
Hostile down.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
Ruin KIA.
Hardpoint lost.
Demo KIA. Threat neutralized.
EKIA.
Hardpoint locked down. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Threat neutralized.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint locked down.
Should be
Hardpoint locked down.
They're gone.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Down to this. Pick it up. Hostile UAV spotted.
Discharged.
Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down.
Seraph down.
They're gone.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Eyes on.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint is ours. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming. Hardpoint contested.
Sniper, heads down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Battery down.
Friendly UAV inbound. Good job, CDP. Mission reassignments inbound.
Maximized abilities means maximum victories.
Demo.
Get back to boot camp.
Finally, some action.
Hard point.
Attack, attack, attack.
Hoorah!
Secure the objectives.
Neutralized.
Hard point locked down.
Lethal kill.
Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Friendly UAV inbound. Hard point is ours. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down.
Infantry neutralized.
Hardened sentry deployed.
Red move.
Flame unit down.
Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point.
Incoming RPG.
Shut out.
Lethal kill.
UAV inbound.
Lethal inbound.
Hard point is ours. Friendly Raps deploy ship inbound. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point identified. Hostiles have captured the hard point. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hostile HDXD in your AO. Hostile UAV spotted. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point is ours. Hardened sentry deployed. UAV inbound.
Ruin down.
Infantry neutralized.
Shut up.
Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. UAV inbound.
Shut up.
Hard point lost.
Enemy down.
Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Red neutralized.
Fire break smoke.
Hard point is ours. Hard point identified. Hard point contested. Hard point lost. Hard point locked down. Hard point lost. Hostile UAV above. Hard point is ours. Hostile UAV incoming.
Fire break off.
Incoming frag!
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint locked down.
Lethal inbound! Incoming frag!
Reaper trashed.
Threat neutralized.
Lethal inbound!
Infantry down.
Trapped.
Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hostile UAV spotted. Hardpoint lost.
Incoming frag!
Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Grenade!
Hellstorm inbound. Be advised, hostile UAV incoming.
Ruin down.
Fire. KIA.
Hardpoint locked down.
Frag!
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. UAV inbound. Hardpoint lost. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested.
Threat down.
Hardpoint contested. Hostile dart in your AO. Hardpoint contested. Hostile HCXD in your AO.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint lost.
Ruin burnt.
Hardpoint is ours.
Grenade!
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint locked down.
Go down.
Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint lost.
Lethal inbound!
You're letting down the pact. Hostile HCXD in your AO. Hostile UAV above. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint lost. Hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hostile servers inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Be advised, hostile care package overhead. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
Backup. Firebreak needs UAV support.
Hardpoint is ours.
Turn sensors and capture your objective.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike targeting active. Hardpoint lost.
Levels at 50%.
Be advised, hostile lightning strike inbound.
Turret on standby.
Hostile HCXD in your AO. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint is ours. Friendly UAV inbound. Hardpoint contested.
Tango down.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint locked down. Friendly UAV inbound.
Friendly perimeter, 10,000 feet AGL.
UAV destroyed.
Friendly UAV inbound.
KIA.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint. There are no words for what I just saw. That's a hard fail.
Don't say a word. I don't want to hear it.
Full metal everything.
Let me break this down.